Dear ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present our research group of agri-food marketing and chain management during this session. This talk will provide a brief overview of the expertise present at our group. As we all know, the Sustainable Development Goals are tightly connected to the domain of food and agriculture. Researchers all over the globe, including and especially in this faculty, are investing their efforts to improve the agri-food sector in such a way that we can better meet those challenging goals. Therefore, innovations are being examined at the level of products, processes, but also in markets and organizations. To this end, new technologies are often being developed. It is here that our research field comes into play in order to conduct socioeconomic research to valorize those efforts at specific stages of the supply chain or at the supply chain as a whole. For example, when looking at agriculture, we have studied the role of ICT applications for farmers and measured stakeholder perceptions and socioeconomic impacts of agricultural biotechnology. At industry level, we are evaluating novel insect-based foods as well as 3D food printing. While if we look at the supply chain itself, we are conducting sustainability assessments or examining holistic approaches to improve chain transparency, such as blockchain technology. Our research projects typically consist of multidisciplinary collaborations, by which we aim to valorize innovations and provide socioeconomic evidence to the quadruple helix, that is, to chain actors, policymakers, researchers, and the community. Given the variety of methods used in our research domain, we devote special attention to the improvement of socioeconomic research methods that are underlying our findings. Our division of agri-food marketing and chain management combines different types of expertise. I am involved in agri-food marketing research and behavioral analysis of stakeholders from farm to fork, with a specific focus on how to better apply research methods in our agri-food environment. Colleague Professor Gelling covers the management-related expertise at the level of the chain, including agribusiness and sustainability management. While postdoc assistant Schouten is the expert in sensory analysis from a consumer point of view. In our research group, we aim to contribute at different levels. At theoretical level, we intend to examine, evaluate, and extend existing theories of both behavioral and chain management science. At conceptual level, efforts are devoted to the development or the improvement of measures in network and stakeholder behavior, especially when various methods and measures are used to evaluate similar phenomena. This is, for instance, the case for stakeholders' evaluation of food technologies, which is typically measured through a variety of metrics and methods. At methodological level, part of our research group analyzes management or marketing issues at different supply chain levels simultaneously. To better evaluate stakeholder behavior, I examine ways to advance novel research methods, such as experimental auctions, which are used to measure willingness to pay in a more reliable way. Regarding sensory analysis, novel tools are being tested, such as virtual reality environment and implicit measures of consumers' sensory evaluation. Last but not least, at empirical level, our research group has the expertise to perform economic analysis of management practices, such as lean management, or to measure economic sustainability. I particularly target the socioeconomic evaluation of innovations and technologies in order to assess their market potential in its broadest sense, from farm to fork. This requires either ex ante or ex post analysis. Due to the applied nature of our research group, the scope of projects in our group is broad, from research in the European Union to developing regions. Following this empirical focus, ongoing PhD-related research activities are being listed here and split up according to the expertise fields of both professors in our research group. This overview underlines the broad region-wide scope of research activities in our group, both in agri-food marketing and chain management. All the way down, the topics in italic are the ones that are linked to recently started EU Horizon 2020 projects. With respect to EU projects, this slide summarizes the past and present involvement of our group according to the type of expertise. As you can see, in several cases, we have joined efforts to tackle an issue from multiple perspectives. I will briefly discuss the Smart Protein project, which nicely makes the connection with the three different fields of expertise. The project Smart Protein is a recently started Horizon 2020 research project on plant-based foods that integrates a large consortium of EU and non-EU partners. The Smart Protein project seeks to develop the next generation of cost-effective, nutritious, and resource-efficient smart protein foods through extracting proteins from a variety of plants such as quinoa and lentils, or through the upcycling of waste stream foods such as pasta residues or bread crusts. In this project, we are involved in consumer and sustainability research. First, at chain level, a life cycle cost analysis will be performed on the new plant-based value chains as a complement to the life cycle assessment. Starting from the cultivation of protein-rich crops, the economic sustainability will be measured and benchmarked. Secondly, the stakeholder analysis will evaluate the market potential of plant-based value chains at different stages. We aim to understand how stakeholders perceive the potential sustainability impacts, regardless of the objective life cycle costing impacts, and examine what drives their intention to adopt or shift towards, for example, the cultivation of protein-rich crops. Furthermore, we will bring together food industry experts to identify key success factors in the marketing or management of successful cases in plant-based foods. Finally, our sensory expertise will be used to conduct taste experiments of newly developed products with consumer panels. Thereby, specific attention will be given to the potential role of social media in influencing public acceptance through designing behavioral experiments. As we are an applied research department and research group, our expertise does not only connect with the EU project call topics assigned to this session. Therefore, and for the sake of potential matchmaking, we have listed a number of call topics, including and beyond the ones of this session, which are linked with the expertise present in our group. The first one is heavily related to the previously presented Smart Protein project and clearly looks at alternative protein food sources. While the call on food losses relates to our waste management research on, for example, food losses in food SMEs in the European Union. The authenticity and traceability call links with the EU Fair Chain project in which we are currently involved in. Finally, the calls on sustainable weed management and digital technologies have clear linkages with our recently started WeLaser project that deals with precision weeding equipment. And then I'm only left with our contact details. Feel free to reach out to one of us in case you have questions or comments. And thank you very much for listening.